Well, in a perfect storm for coffee suppliers, a combination of falling supply, growing demand and global inflation is set to see the cost of your daily brew skyrocket, with some predicting a cafe-made coffee to reach as high as $12.
My gosh. Let's get some more. We're joined by B105 Brisbane Radio Host Stav Davidson. Hey, it's Stav, and 7 News presenter Gemma Acton right here in the studio.
Morning,
hey, Gemma. Hey, Stav, first up, we're a coffee-loving nation, that's for sure, but will anyone be game enough to spend $12 a cup?
Wow.
Well, they might cut back on their coffee enemas, which I think is a good thing. But no, I don't think they will. They've got us. We're already addicted to caffeine. We love it too much. People will turn to OnlyFans to be able to afford their cup of coffee in the morning. And I'd like to take the moment to be a little bit smug here, because I have been an international roast man for a very long time.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's... Oh.
Unfortunately, he's spent too much on his coffee.
Uncle Toby's just heard that and decided to cut him off. Gemma, let's turn to you, the Australian cafe industry. I mean, it's a serious industry. It employs 139,000 people. Should the government do something here?
Oh, Carl, I've got to say, when I've travelled overseas, not recently, but in the last few years, I've always been shocked at how cheap Australian coffee is relative. Like, already for the last few years. You go to a big city overseas, you're paying $10, $12, $15 for a cup. So I've been wondering when it would happen here as well. But yes, maybe, like when you look at it, if you break down the cost of a cup of coffee, a big chunk of it, about a third, is rent and tax and things that the government should be able to do something about. Rent particularly, again, just pointing back to the property market and how broken it is.
If I'm paying $12 a cup, I want at least 10 questions from the chase on the phone. And a little love heart. You know what I mean? I want some serious, I want something.
Some love. You want some love.
Something for my money. Let's move on. The cooler weather has brought sickness aplenty. Flu and colds on the rise right across the country. There are renewed calls for workers to stay home if you're feeling unwell. But comments from pollies and business leaders may have muddied the waters. Gemma, we know plenty of people, want to get back into that physical workspace. Pressure for people to come in, even if they're not feeling well under these sort of circumstances.
It's hard, isn't it? I think it's so obvious. If you're sick, you stay home. But do I? No. I feel so guilty. I don't know if it's a generational guilt thing, but it makes so much sense. You don't want to infect your colleagues, and you're probably not going to be performing to your best anyway, and it'll probably take you a lot longer to recover than if you just stayed home for a day or two. But when push comes to shove, I just can't get over that guilt feeling when you're at home. And secondly, just the thought of how much you're going to have to catch up on. When you come back in, you just think, oh God, it's just easy to just haul myself out of bed, put some clothes on and go into the office.
Yeah, hate catching up.
Yeah. We still haven't got Stav here, so we're going to roll on Gemma with you, if that's still okay.
It's okay.
Finally, an opinion piece has called out Australians for their public transport etiquette, with commuters being accused of everything from crowding entryways on trains to spreading bags and belongings across empty seats. Stav, you are back with us. We're talking about public transport and the fact that we're not very good at it when it comes to etiquette. Do you have any pet peeves on public transport?
I don't actually, because I've just actually started retaking the bus. Since they've got, you can now tap on with your phone instead of having to use a Go card. Me and my daughter have been taking it quite a lot. And I'll give you a tip. What you can do is, it's a great broad section of society. Grab a large popcorn from the movies, sit up the back and just watch the madness unfold. There's always something going on a public bus, and it's just fun to watch. The kids do need to watch their language up the back, though. I'll give them that.
Yeah, OK. Gemma, I caught a train the other day. No other story, I just wanted to tell you that.
That day when there was huge chaos on the network, that was because Larry was on the train.
There's people trying to get off. I walked on people trying to get off. Have other countries figured out this better than us, do you reckon?
Some countries have. Japan, there's thousands and thousands of people, but it is still so quiet. You can hear a pin drop.
Yeah.
And everyone lines up really orderly. They let people get off before they get on. So they do a brilliant job. In Singapore, you can't eat or drink, which I quite like as well, because inevitably it's smelly, people are spilling things, it's a bit inconsiderate. So some countries have. On the whole, though, I actually take quite a lot of public transport, Larry, and I don't have that many bad experiences to report. It does annoy me when people don't let you get off before they try and squeeze on. It just makes no sense.
Yeah.
But on the whole, I don't think Australia's that bad at all for that.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of consideration, hey?
Right.
Yeah.
Gemma, thank you very much. And Stav, because you're only here for a half of it, you only get half pay. Thank you, mate.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And we just want to say, Gemma, this is your last time on our couch.
It actually is.
Gemma
yes.
is leaving us for pastures beyond
Don't say greener while she's wearing green.
Well, it's definitely not greener. It's the desert. So.
the desert. So she's leaving Australia to take up a fabulous new opportunity. So we want to say goodbye because we won't see
thank
you
you so
again
much. Oh, that's so
on
kind.
this couch.
Look, I love that. I've literally pushed this to my last possible day because I love it here so much. So thank you for being such a warm and welcoming family over the years. Thank you.
Oh, we've loved you in here, Gemma. Thank you. Safe travels.
All the best to you and the fam.
Have
Gorgeous
you,
girls.
Have you got a big enough place for us to stay in when we come over?
We don't have a place at all, but when we do, that will be a top consideration.
All right.
A Larry room and a Kylie room.
Yeah, Gemma, thank you.
Gemma.
Thanks very much.